present for the second respondent. My learned friend means Sirai is also present for the first respondent. My lord, what was coming up for hearing was the applicant's application dated the 20th of September this year. September 2017, my lord, seeking for leave to apply for prerogative orders of mandamus and prohibition. My lord, we have discussed with my learned friends and we have agreed that leave be granted. And that is to apply for the state orders, that is in terms of prayer 2, two, 3, and 5.
Yes.
Then maybe the court can, then we can then proceed thereafter after the leave has been granted, then we can come back for the substantive motion there.
My lord, it's true we discussed that, but I've since changed my mind after taking some instruction. Reason being that I was under the erroneous impression that my colleague had given full disclosure. My lord, this matter was before Public Procurement Review Board as application number 53 of 2017. My lord, a decision was made by that board about 4 months ago, and I've since also noticed that subsequent to that decision, another application was filed before this court by the applicant before that board, being Feather Electrics Limited. As I was under the erroneous assumption that my colleague had put all that information here, but it's not here. But I do not have a strong objection to the grant of the leave in terms of prayer 2 and 3. The issues I've raised, my lord, we can espouse them in a substantive reply to the motion. But my lord, for the reasons that I've indicated to you,
you are talking in terms of prayer?
That's prayer 2 and 3. That is the request for leave.
Yes.
But my lord, as regards the issue of stay, I would request that that should not be granted because of the information that I have just indicated.
Stay is prayer.
Stay is sought under prayer 5. But ideally, I concede that we don't have a problem in 2 and 3 as a matter of procedure.
Lord, I do share the sentiments of my colleague, Mr. Hagen, who would conceding to the prayers number 2 and 3 of the application. But we'll also be having issues if prayer 5 is granted. That's all.
Yes, Mr.
My lord, as concerns the issues raised by my friend Mr. Harvey, the It's true that the matter was before the tribunal, that the board, but the board, the issue that the board raised was that, or rather the parties raised that the board did not have jurisdiction. That's why we decided to come to this court. And on the other issue about another matter having been filed, the same was withdrawn. I think it's coming, there is a notice to withdraw the same, so it's no party was served and the same did not take effect, and there were instructions to withdraw the same. I think when it's coming, it will be coming to court tomorrow or any other day, but there is already a notice to withdraw the same, so it does not in any way affect this.
Yes, that's all right.
Yes.
The reason why I did not actually deal with this matter was the tender had already been awarded.
The tender had already, okay. The position is that the tender has not been awarded. Rather, there's an expression of awarding the same, but it has not been awarded. Is that if the same goes on, there's a danger that some of the applicants will be put out of business because of the previous
I thought you were saying that the first respondent has completed to have awarded the tender of the second respondent.
Yeah, the process is going on, but the final award has not been met. Council is here for the first respondent. He can attest to that. The process is going on, but there's a committee right now sitting to finalize the same. But I don't think the same has been finalized. But the second respondent has already applied for the same, and it has not been concluded. I think it's undergoing the process, so it has not been finalized.
Yes, Mr. The award has not been made.
Well, my lord, I was given this file yesterday. That's why I indicated that even when my colleague told me about it's a matter perfunctory that leave is not an issue that we should contest a lot. I'm yet to ascertain whether the award has been made. But my anxiety is this applicant seems to be coming to court in different forms all the time, and this failure to disclose all this material of itself should be one that merits some caution in consideration of the issue of stay.
Yep.
If my colleague really is insisting that we need to argue the issue of stay, which I don't think it's necessary, it will be proper that we put a substantive response to indicate why, in my client's view, stay ought not to be granted.
My lord, just to clarify, the party in the other suit my learned friend is talking about is not a party in this suit.
Well, I can't see that you have determined that. The oral submissions. I think the best thing that I can do is that grant the prayers which are not disputed, and then let them put in their responses on the issue of stay. In the meantime, if you agree, well and good. If you don't agree, then here you want to stay and make a determination on that particular day.
We give you leave, then we proceed to the main motion.
Lord, why don't we just argue the substantive motion? Because the issue is very straightforward. It's a legal issue. If the Lordship will have time.
Suppose you wait to tell me that you want the main motion, I want the main motion.
Because we are taking time.
Because if it's been outstanding for the last 6 months, honestly, we may as well just determine the issue so that we serve on judicial time. But if my colleague thinks otherwise, we are happy to earn fees.
Like I always tell parties that sometimes the amount of time that I take
For the leave,
here the time is
today.
paid is the same as the amount of time that I will take for the year at the time the main motion. It depends on what the parties want me to do.
And if he succeeds, whatever action that will have been taken will still be invalidated. So I don't cancel and suffer any loss.
I agree with that, man. We can go to the
And I
motion.
can tell you now, give you directions straight away on the motion.
Yes.
And then you come back and we hear.
Doesn't matter. But maybe we can file by the end of the week.
Motion is just a few pages.
You're right. We can maybe by the end of tomorrow.
Mr. How you are served, how long do you think you can take to respond?
In 7 days. We can do it in 7 days.